All right. Lindsay, can you control the room and allow people to get in everything? I think you're able to do that.
Yep.
We get that started. And so guys, welcome.
Do we need to mute everybody or no?
Yeah, we can do that. We can go ahead and mute everybody just so that there's no background noise and everything like that. So
Yeah,
let's do that.
question.
Mute all. Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Thumbs up if you can still hear me. Yeah,
Good.
great, 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 great.
Okay, so I see a lot of people in here that I personally do not know. So I want to introduce myself. I'm Ashley Hubler. This is my husband, Joshua. Um, 12 months ago, we didn't even know these drops existed. We had never even heard of Partner Co. This was not on our radar whatsoever. Last March, it came on our radar, and we are so glad that it did. It's changed our lives from every aspect. If you don't know me, we have 5 kids. The oldest is 11 and the youngest is 5. So before I started the drops, my life looked a lot different. I had come to accept that my new normal was super fatigue, tired all the time, constant migraines, no energy, cravings, night sweats, you name it, it was going on with me. I'm 38 and I know that's not old, but after having 5 kids, I had just told myself that that was normal. Like, this is just part of aging. This is what your hormones do after you've had 5 kids, whatever. But I was miserable to the point where, like, I had to have a nap midday. Did I not?
You did.
To make it through till 9 o'clock, I had to have a nap at like 1 o'clock every day. If not, I felt like I couldn't function. I would like sleep all night, but no matter how much sleep I got, I never felt rested. So I was just exhausted 24/7. Then I started seeing a family friend post about these drops, these before and after pictures that part of me wanted to believe, and the other part of me is super skeptical. And I'm thinking, there is no way something can give you results like that. Well, then my mom calls me, who is Tracy, who is on here, Tracy Mazurowski. She'll be sharing in a little bit. She calls me and tells me that she's trying these drops. And I knew what she was talking about because I had seen our friend posting about it. And I was like, Mom, why are you doing this? You're wasting your money. She's like, here, you can try mine. I didn't want to spend the money and then just to realize that they do not work.
Sure.
So she let me try hers. And I am not kidding you. Within the first like 3 to 5 days, I started feeling completely different. Like, I had energy. I was in a better mood. I was sleeping better. I was waking up feeling rested. Did I not seem different?
Yeah.
And he was probably even more
Great mood.
skeptical than
She
I.
was in a great mood. I loved it.
He's probably even more skeptical than I was, but I got him to try them, and he said he was doing it just to prove his mother-in-law wrong.
That's right. That's it.
But then he started feeling the same side effects, if you want to call them that. And we were like, whoa, like these actually work. And these before and after pictures that people are posting and these testimonies that people are posting, they are real. Like, this is crazy. And so I took them for how long do you think before I decided to jump into
2
the
weeks.
business? Okay, so 2
2
weeks.
weeks.
And the reason I jumped into the business side of it was simply because I, as a mom, an exhausted mom, pre-drops, found something that worked. And I felt like if I didn't share it, even just with other moms, then I was doing them a disservice. I felt like I had to share it. It was so good that I had to share it. I didn't care if nobody asked me about them or bought them or whatever. I had to do my job and share it. And so I stepped out. I've never done anything like this before, business wise. And I started posting, and my mind was instantly blown by the amount of people that messaged me. Hey, I saw your post. I posted a video about my testimony. And so a lot of people who know me knew how I felt before I took drops, and they had seen my video. So they started contacting me like, hey, I believe this works because of what you said. And I know how you are, and you wouldn't just share it, whatever. I was blown away. I was so overwhelmed almost by the amount of people asking for information those first few weeks. Cause I was like, oh my gosh, like I did not. We joined the business simply to save money and
Right.
get the products for ourselves. And we've been able to turn it into something that has helped our family so much. So, what started out as like skepticism and disbelief turned into 100% belief and results that turned into something that is benefiting our family. And it's just amazing. So, that's why we're on here. Whether you have tried drops, never heard of the drops until this week when you saw somebody post the information about the Zoom, maybe you've been on the drops and you're wanting an extra stream of income, whoever you are, we are glad you're here and we have what you need. I promise you. And that's what this is all about. Tonight, you're going to hear from my sister, Lindsay Clark. She has somewhat of a similar story as mine. My mom, who I mentioned before, has a really good testimony about how it has affected her health
The,
and
mo-
her finances.
the mother-in-law I tried to prove wrong.
Yes.
Yes.
And then also one of the very first partners that joined us on this journey, Tracy Morelli, who is absolutely killing it with her business. You're going to also hear from her. I'm super excited that you're here, and I'm super excited to have you listen to this and hopefully join us on this crazy ride of drops and Partner Co.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in and just share a quick little slideshow just so that you guys can have some visual so that if you're on a phone and there's something like, oh, I didn't know about that, I encourage you, take a screenshot. Have that for later on so that you can kind of look at that information. Maybe this is information that you're seeing for the first time. Maybe it's information that your person who invited you here has sent that to you before already, and you're just like, hey, I really like how that's laid out. It kind of sticks out. Sometimes things look a little bit better than other things. So we're going to share that. Just spend about 10 or 15 minutes on that, and then we're going to hear from those other lovely ladies what's going on. And so my background, I'm a home health physical therapist, and I've been doing it for about a decade and a half. And so for me, the science was everything. I needed something that I could support with what I was taught, what I was just through all my schooling, because in my job, I have seen a lot of patients come to me and say, what about this product? And if you know anything about the supplement industry, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's not regulated by the FDA, which means that there's a lot of great products. That's what you're going to hear about tonight, great products. And there's a lot of not so great products. And so skepticism was probably the best word to describe how I felt towards these things, towards the drop, simply because to me it was like, okay, here's another ploy, another way for people to, get rich, or just get you to that point of just selling something to you. But when I started taking them and I started seeing the benefits of it, it was just absolutely incredible. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And I'm going to get us started. And so you guys can see all of this. Okay. We're going to jump in here. Give me 1 second. All right. And that was going to do that.
Yep.
Does it
Every
time?
time.
All right. Can we see that, guys? Yay. Yeah. Thumbs
Yeah.
up. Okay. All
We're
right.
good.
Perfect. All right. So here's something that I want you guys to see right here. So hormone imbalance is something really that everybody experiences, whether you're a male or female, young or old. At some point in your life, you're going to experience this. And the thing is that part of this imbalance, and when I mean hormones, I'm not simply just saying our sex hormones that we typically what comes to mind when we first hear it. I'm talking about the hormones of our gut, of our body. Hormones you got to think of is just like a signal for your body to do its normal function that God intended it to do. And so when things are imbalanced, these are some of the symptoms. We have mood swings, low libido, we have headaches. Man, I was one of those. I had headaches quite frequently. Night sweats, food cravings. Man, did I crave food at 11 o'clock at night when the kids were in
Your
bed,
second dinner.
and my second dinner. I mean, Miss Tracy Morley always laughs, but I always say I felt like a busty can of biscuits, because I just couldn't in the evening times. It just was a struggle. Hot flashes, acne, insomnia. Again, that was another issue that I really, really had issues with. Fatigue, tiredness, and then the one that we all experience And that's that weight gain. We see those scales and those numbers kind of jump up. And so if anything, if this is new to you and this is you've never heard this before, I want you to kind of think in your mind, do you check any of these boxes? Do you have any of these issues? Maybe you're in premenopause and a lot of these things are things that you're dealing with. Maybe you're just a little bit older and you have some issues and just think of that. Keep this in mind as we go forward and everything like that. The company that supports, that sells these drops, the slenderized drops, is partner.co. And the slogan is better together. And if you can see the logo to the left of the name, it's two hands coming together. And the philosophy of the company is that we're truly better together when we lock hands and we do this hand in hand. This is why you have five speakers actually, that you're going to hear from tonight and not just one. Because here's the thing, it's better for us to all share our different experience, because I really believe tonight that you're going to hear from one of us, and one of us is going to say something that's going to really resonate with you. And that's why, because we all come from different walks of life. We all have different backgrounds. And the beauty of this is that we're able to come together and really share a product. Think of this, we're not selling anything. We're sharing an opportunity for you to get healthy. My wife mentioned that it has affected our family, and to the point where our kids now are monitoring and going to checking the boxes and the labels and everything of what the sugar content is of a product. Does it have dye in it? Does it have and so our kids are now aware, and what we're doing is we're creating the next generation who cares about what they're putting in their body. We just finished up football season, and last week when we watched the Super Bowl and everything, they would show the same angle 10 different ways in order to get it right. But yet we don't question what we put in our body. We just eat it because, well, that's what I ate as a kid. And we don't realize that things has changed over the last 20, 30, 40 years. However old you are, things change. And unfortunately, in my belief and a lot of the belief that you're going to hear, and it's science, that the food we're putting in our body is not as healthy as it once was. And so let me go back. I'm jumping ahead. Oh, so partner.co, and this company has more than just the drops. We have things that help balance your hormones, get you a healthy weight loss, increases your energy. That's going to be your slenderized drops. You have your stress support, you have athletic performance, clean energy drinks. Blue Frog is just one of my favorites, one that she actually drank one earlier today. And so there are a handful, not a handful. There is tons of products. It's almost like we got to pick and choose on what we're doing and what we get, because simply we got into the drops because there were so many products that we realized were great for our health, and we wanted to make sure that there was some way for us to support that. And so you're going to put money into your health one way or the other. You're either going to put it up front into healthy products that you're going to put in your body, healthy foods, or years down the road, as we have higher blood pressure and we have cholesterol issues and we have all that stuff, those are going to be the things that we're going to put money into. So one way or the other, you're going to put your money into something that is regarding your health. For me, I'm going to say, let's put our money in up front so that we can have the best longevity of health and life that we can. So Dr. Ray Strand, he is our medical director for partner.co. And he's he's a family physician. And he is one that he will admit that he doesn't when he was in training, they didn't do a lot about supplements and everything. And he really kind of went on this journey of figuring out what was great supplements. And these are all products that he endorses to his patients on a daily basis. And it's not just him. It's endorsed over and over and over again. I have personal testimonies and friends that I have family friends that I've known my whole life. And they're saying, I went to my doctor and my numbers are great. And they're telling me whatever I'm doing, do it. And they bring a box of drops, right? A simple box of drops, and they bring it in and they look at it and they kind of digest it. And they say, we love it. It's the purest form of everything that you need. And so here's the thing. The drops are going to, if you go to a low glycemic index food, you're going to lose weight. It's our typical Atkins diets, low carb, your typical keto, all those things. Those kind of diets are going to get you to drop weight. But the drops are proven, as the slide before showed, that 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 we have over 1,000 annual quality tests and clinical studies that are done on these products. So it's not just like we're an unregulated company that doesn't really care about the product. They want to bring you premium ingredients at a quality that is so pure that it does nothing but good things for your body. And they even care about how they package it to make sure that there is nothing that you're going to get in that's going to taint the quality of it. And so they really do care about you as the consumer, we as the partners, in order for us to get the best quality. And so if you are just eating, you can say, well, I just eat healthy and I've lost weight. That's great. But those studies have shown that you lose twice as the weight 2 times as fast. And who doesn't in 2025, who doesn't want to lose the weight as fast as you can, right? We could lose that weight yesterday if we wanted to. And so what happens is this is all natural. It's safe and effective. There's 2 bottles. It's homeopathic is the first bottle. And so in this box, if we open it up, there's 2 bottles in there, bottle number 1 and bottle number 2. And the number 1 is the homeopathic that has things that help you with your headaches and your low libido, helps with acne and insomnia, helps with your fatigue and your weight gain. And that's going to be done 3 times a day. That's going to be before breakfast, before lunch, and before dinner. And that's going to happen 10 minutes before you eat. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this bottle and we're going to get it. You're going to measure it out. You're going to pop it in under your tongue because it's the easiest place for the drops to absorb into your system as quick as possible. You're going to wait 30 seconds. And then once the 30 seconds is up, then you're going to wait 10 minutes. Now, if this is breakfast, after those 10 minutes of that first bottle, you're going to grab number 2. And this is more of the big one that's in it is going to be our pure form of B12. And it's not the synthetic version that you're going to get over the counter. This is going to be something that is at its purest form, and that's going to give you something that gives you that boost. We're going to take that breakfast and lunch 10 minutes after we do 10 minutes of bottle 1, you'll take this one, and then all of a sudden, then you'll switch into, you'll go eat and everything. But that's going to be, if you take it after lunch, you're really going to have issues with staying awake and everything. So we don't want to take it really past 3:30. But that bottle number 2 is really going to help with your metabolism, your mood stabilizer. It's going to decrease that cortisol, that stress hormone that we release. And the cortisol is really what gives us that spare tire around our midsection. And so it helps with that decreasing that, and it helps to get that out there. Now I have to throw this in here because this goes along with a great product that is coming out this week, and it's called Advantage, and it helps to target around the midsection. So people are losing weight with these drops, and great, but they're like, I just got this little like midsection area, that I need. I've personally taken it and I've seen things trimmed down pretty great, and so it's coming out this week, and so that's another thing that people are pairing together. That's the great thing about these products is they're great paired together.
They're better together.
They're better together, exactly. And they work together. And so they're not like one, they're made to do that, not to like have one do this. And then we take these over-the-counter meds and one gives you this and one kind of counteracts that, but gives you another side effect. It just allows everything to kind of come together. The great thing about these drops is that they were designed about 13 years ago, and it was designed to stabilize your thyroid system, your endocrine system. And really they've come to find out the side effects is weight loss. And who doesn't want to lose some weight? And so there's no other side effects like we do with any other prescription medication. When we're putting chemicals, we're putting all natural things in. So it's just an incredible thing. And we have to, there's a diet that you have, a food eating plan that you have to make sure you're putting in low glycemic index. And in that, you can actually, when you buy your box, it actually has it all in here, okay? There's a list of what it is. And think of this as a shopping list. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. And so what we're doing is we're picking and we're choosing what we want. We want real food, we want long-term results. And so we want to focus on the proteins. We want to work on the veggies, the fruits, the nuts, and the seeds. Those are the things, we want to focus mainly on the protein and our veggies, fruits, and it has to be very specific fruits, because here's the thing is a lot of fruits have high sugar content but low fiber, and we need the fiber to carry the sugar throughout our system. And I won't get into a lot of it, but the great thing is that you have this. There's also Circle of Health, that is a Facebook group. So once you get your box of drops, it's not like you just get a box of drops and then we run away and everything like that. We're going to a point where we have support, we have opportunity for people to get connected, to get plugged in, and that's what you get. You get a coach, the person who you buy these drops off of. You think of them as a coach, as somebody who's going to come in and cheerlead you along and everything. These drops have done some fantastic things. Here's some testimonials. Here's Kristen, who is a CrossFit coach. I believe she's a level 2, and she has done fantastic. I mean, if you're looking here, she's going from one picture to the next, and she just does so well. And she's one that's tried this Advantage that I just mentioned earlier, and she has seen some crazy results, crazy good results. Next, we have Ursula. Man, how many moms out there who are busy, who, she's down to 169 pounds. She hasn't seen that scale for quite some time. But just look at that middle pictures of just that midsection of where she's been able to tighten things up. And even as you lose your skin, excuse me, as you lose your weight, your skin kind of like hangs a little bit. We have a product for that, Vanali, that helps to tighten that skin up. That's just such a great product. And so we're really talking about the drops, but you can't talk about the drops without really touching on the other products that Partner Co has. Here's Alan. Guys, this is the proof. I don't know if I have any guys on here, but maybe you have a husband or a boyfriend or somebody, a friend that, you just want to get healthy. My goodness, look at him. I mean, look at where he started December 22nd or 2022.
Looks like a
Down.
different person.
It is. And I see Alan on social media quite frequently, and he's keep losing that weight, and and he looks healthy. He talks about the energy. And here's the thing, guys, men have hormones too. It's not just females, right? Here we have Misty. Here's her 6-week transformation on the left-hand side, and then you can see 1 year between the left and the right. I mean, just look at that. Just look at her face there on the right-hand side. Look how healthy she looks. Look how just her skin looks better. Her color looks better. It's just absolutely incredible, these results, and that, we're targeting the belly fat, the visceral fat that's not healthy for us, right? The things that are around our organs. Our cravings were cut out, and these are real life results. They're real people, real results. And that's the fantastic thing about this, is it's not just a bunch of fake pictures we put up. Here we have Julie Park. She's been in the business for about a year, and just look where she started and look where she's at just a little bit ago. I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic for her to lose, what is that, 33 pounds. And it's just, again, it's not about a scale. It's not about a number. It's about health. It's about teaching your kids and your grandkids and people that you do life with, that you gotta just teach them health. Now, the numbers are great. We want to see those things change, but it's so good for us to be able to see that health go forward and everything, and do that. Here's Ashley and I. We were one that we always thought that we ate healthy, but my goodness, I mean, when we started changing what we ate, and our kids are now like, actually eating, for kids, they do pretty well and they actually eat pretty healthy. And so it's just crazy how it can happen. And here's Dr. Crystal. She lost 162 pounds. The last 60, I think it's 60 or 80 pounds she lost with this system. But look at that. I mean, the way it looks right there in the middle is the way she looks now. She started out with that lime green shirt, and now she's there in the middle, and her parents off to the right hand side. She was able to demonstrate to her parents how well you can do with this kind of stuff. And so, with that being said, I'm going to actually turn it over to Lindsay, and I'm going to allow her to kind of talk about what her experience. So, you saw all these experiences of the people on a screen, right? But I want you to be able to hear firsthand from somebody who's right here on this Zoom with us. And so, Lindsay, please go ahead, unmute yourself and take over.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on, guys. Before I get into my story, I want to just point out those people in those slides that Joshua just showed are real people, guys. Like these are people that I just met last weekend at a corporate event. And you know what? They look the same. Like they lost the weight and they have kept the weight off. And Dr. Crystal always says that. Like she had yo-yo dieted for her whole life and lost weight, gained it back, lost weight, gained it back. And this time she has kept it off successfully. And here's the best part. The drops are not meant to be like forever, right? So we recommend 30 to 90 days. Everybody's body is different and responds differently. And we have different goals. Some people might need to lose 10 pounds. Some people might need to lose 100 pounds. But we recommend 30 to 90 days following the food plan. And once we balance your hormones and we reset your body, your endocrine system then knows what to do. And so your body begins to operate the way that it should. And then you can use the drops as just a tool in your tool belt, right? So maybe like January after the holidays, you need a reboot, or you know you're going on vacation and you're not going to be able to eat really clean. Take your drops with you and take them consistently to keep that, weight gain and imbalance at bay. But I just love to point that out, that these work and they work in the long term. Like you keep the weight off because it's a lifestyle. It's not a magic pill. So that being said, I am the other daughter of Tracy Mazurowski, and I am a level 2 CrossFit coach. And so when my mom told me about these drops, I was like rolling my eyes. Mom, even Ash and Josh, I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe after all this time, them listening to me about exercise and eating right, they are doing this dumb thing. I'm like, just go to the gym, eat right, eat clean. And so I was very skeptical, extremely skeptical. But my mom kept pushing and Ashley kept pushing. And whenever I tuned in and I listened and found out that they were homeopathic and all natural, I'm like, okay, I'll try them. If it'll make you leave me alone, I'll try it. So my mom sent them to me. I would say now remember, I wasn't in a place where I was like trying to lose weight. I already eat really healthy. I work out every single day, high intensity, all of those things. Within a few days, I felt like a different person. I felt like I had more energy. I was sleeping better. And I honestly think that my most favorite thing was mood balance. I felt suddenly like my kids didn't rattle me, my hubby didn't rattle me. I just could feel very calm and mellow. And just just happy. I don't know how else to say it, just happy. And so I continued on the drops, and I think I lost like 5 or 6 pounds on them. And let me point out too, if you are thin and you don't have weight to lose, you won't lose weight. You'll experience all these other benefits, but you won't lose weight. Some people have an opposite effect where they actually need to gain weight, and their body is unhealthy and their system is out of whack. And so once we balance it and we balance those hormones and your body's functioning the way that it should, it's much easier for you to be at a healthy weight, whether that is heavier or lighter. So I fell in love. And the same thing, like when I started feeling so good and just full of energy and chill, I told my best friends about it because we talk all day long, every day. We tell each other everything. And I'm like, guys, this is like, these things actually work. And so then they wanted to try them. And then they had family members and friends that wanted to try them. And one thing led to another. And same thing, I was not looking for a business. I had done direct sales before, one other company, and had good success in that company and everything, but had to work really, really hard to make a little bit of money. And some things in that company just changed and I wasn't on the same page. So I kind of stepped away and I really never had an interest to get back into it. But when these drops happened, same thing as Ashley, like I couldn't not share it. I mean, as a person who daily, like I wake up to help people get healthy. That's what I do for a living. Like I go to the CrossFit gym every single day and train people to get stronger and healthier. So whenever I was made aware of this all natural, completely safe, completely healthy tool that can work for anyone and everyone, um, how could I not share it? I would be doing my athletes and the people that I train and my friends and family an injustice. So I signed up and here I am. And since then, I have tried several of the other products. And there are a few that, I mean, if push came to shove, I don't know if I would choose the drops or Renew or like, I love Rejuvenix as well. Rejuvenix, if you struggle with brain fog, I'm telling you, Rejuvenix will change your life. You take it within 10 minutes, you feel so clear-headed, so clear-minded, and full of life, full of energy. Renew is a product that I take, my husband takes every single night, 30 minutes before bed. It's a little packet that you mix in water. It tastes amazing. And what it does is it helps your body produce, so it's not a hormone, but it helps your body naturally produce more human growth hormone. And what that means is, like, as we age, we start to lose, we don't make as much of that hormone. So that's what causes us to age. Our hair changes, our skin changes, we struggle sleeping, we struggle to lose weight, we struggle to gain muscle, all those things. This product helps combat that. And I'll have to post later a before and after of my hair just from that product. But like Josh said, there's so many products and they all work synergistically, was Dr. Strand's word for it last weekend in Destin. They all work together in synergy. And so like Joshua was talking about, they don't contradict. It's not like, well, I'm taking this, so I can't take that, that kind of thing. They all just flow together and work together. So needless to say, I'm extremely grateful that I found these products, because even though I was living a healthy lifestyle and even though I was eating right and all the things, my body was clearly still out of whack and my hormones were imbalanced. And so I always like to remind people, you know, losing weight is awesome. Like we all want to do that at some point in life, right? And sometimes that is like the biggest, like that's the most evident thing. That's why we post before and afters. You can see the product work. However, the real like basis of those drops is hormone balance. And the weight loss is great. It's just a side effect of that. But there are plenty of skinny people in this world who are not healthy and who do not have balanced hormones. So they're experiencing those symptoms that Josh posted about, whether it be, you know, brain fog, night sweats, like the list goes on, because of their imbalanced hormones. And exercise doesn't balance the hormones all the way. A healthy diet doesn't balance the hormones all the way. So it's kind of like this synergistic approach of healthy diet, like Josh said, low glycemic index, exercise, and the drops. It's like just magic together. And I would touch on this as well. The meal plan that we have, it's not a diet. Like it's not, I have done plenty of diets in my life. This is not a diet. It is a healthy meal plan. It's what I recommend to my clients in the gym on the daily. It's eating whole, real foods. We eliminate some foods that are considered healthy, like oats could be considered healthy, certain fruits are healthy. We eliminate those for a period of time to get your hormones balanced. Once your body is balanced, we can reintroduce those foods in moderation, because your body then knows how to process those foods. So you're not starving. You get to eat as much as you want off of, as long as it's on the list, you can eat it and you can eat as much as you want. And so you're never hungry, and the drops help you with that as well. But you're giving your body real fuel and really what it needs. So I am obviously a big proponent of these drops and these products and this company as a whole. So thank you, Josh, for asking me to share my story.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lindsay, so much for our slide deck was changing automatically, and so it was throwing my flow off. So you hit on everything that I wanted to that I forgot to touch on. So I'm glad that you did. So thank you so much, Lindsay.
Awesome. I was in your
Um,
head.
that's it. That's it. And guys, Lindsay is the real deal. She's as real as they get, and so she's not in here just to sell you a product. She's truly sharing because she cares about the health, and she has some, big things. I mean, she's a gym owner. She's everything. It's amazing, because she cares about people's health. And so when she says it, guys believe it because she's the real deal. Next up, I'm going to introduce my mother-in-law, the one I tried to prove wrong but didn't do it, Miss Tracy Mazurowski. And I'm going to have Tracy talk a little bit about kind of the business that she stepped into. She can do a little bit of her testimony, but kind of she's going to talk a little bit about what she's been able to do through Partner Co. And so I'm going to shut up, and Tracy, you go ahead and do your thing, girl.
Well, thank you, Joshua, for inviting me. I'm the crazy mother-in-law mother. Anyhow, a quick testimony. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with lung cancer. I had a small tumor in my lung, and I had to have a third of it removed. And I just never, it was successful surgery. I'm cancer-free, but I just never regained my energy, my great, wellness. I had just never really recuperated from that. Anyhow, so I saw a friend post about it, the drops, and I had been praying for something like that. So I believe in prayer, and it came. And when she posted it, I thought to myself, I'm going to try those. But then as soon as I started them, I started sharing with my family. And it's funny because they did call them sugar drops and stuff. But guess what happened? When I started taking them, I started noticing my energy levels increase. I was unable to walk. We live on 10 acres and our driveway is kind of steep. And I was unable to do that kind of walking. I started like in day 2, I started walking the driveway. I was able to go first day 1.5 miles, the next day 3 miles, then up to 4 miles. And they're watching me out the window because they see mom starting to get this energy and rejuvenation. And when I tell you it changed my life, it totally changed my life. And although they say try the drops for 30 to 90 days, I'm a lifetime dropper because I love how I feel. They have literally changed my health. And wait, I'm 62 years old. So you know how your eyebrows start to disappear when you're older? When I saw my eyebrows growing back, I knew my hormones were balancing. So anyhow, lots of incredible things from the drops. But something that miraculously happened during my sickness, and my husband had also had a stroke, we went financially into a very slim place, a place where we thought, this could be life altering because we were not eligible for disability, anything like that. But I started immediately selling the drops because I'm also in ministry, and I have to believe 100% in something to be able to sell it. But now I had tried them, and I believed in them 100%. And I thought, I want to help people. I got to get this out there so I can help everyone that I can. Well, in doing so, I started selling drops and realized I was getting retail from these boxes of drops. I signed up, and paid $29.95. And all of a sudden, I told my daughters I need to hire somebody to help me because I was selling so many drops. But it grew from there. I started telling people about drops, and others wanted to benefit from the income as well. So then I started noticing my bank account getting deposits every Friday, every Friday. And I'm here to tell you today that financially, it has replaced what was lost in our season of sickness. It has more than replaced it. It has changed my outlook on life. It has changed my family's life. And it not only gave me renewed health, but it gave me renewed financial freedom that has I can't even put into words. But here's the best part. I have never done any kind of network marketing. I'm just not, I just never thought I was into that, you know? And then when I found something that I truly believed in, and it truly works, and I can sit here and say I'm a product of the product, I realized I got a hold of something spectacular. And so all I do now is share how wonderful the product is, what it did for me, and I'm making an income that has replaced everything that was lost and more. I just recently won a trip for my husband and I, fully paid, to Punta Cana, as well as both my girls and their husbands won that trip as well. If you would have told me 2 years ago when I had my surgery, when life looked hopeless, I would have never believed that this could happen for me. But guess what? If it happened for me, it can happen for you, because I had no experience, and I'm here to help whoever needs help, because I want to see you win. And that would be my biggest testimony. I want to see others win like I won. And Joshua, that's probably where I'll leave it, bless you.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Tracy.
Yes.
And to add to that, Miss Tracy Morelli, who's coming up next, she also won that trip as well. So it's just crazy how this company not only cares about your health, but it also cares about you as the person. We're not just a number, but we truly are partnered with them. It's a credible company. So Tracy, thank you so much for sharing that. Next up, we have Miss Tracy Morelli, and she is going to be, like Ashley said, she was one of our very first brand partners that we signed on. And I remember we dropped it off, and we were in a parking lot of a Texas Roadhouse. And she gave me this, she goes, well, I'm not quite sure, because we had mentioned about, about jumping on. I'm not quite sure. But then about a week or two later, she was in, and ever since then, it's been history, and she's done quite well. She's got such a great business mind, and just being able to, not only that, but she has a heart that cares for people. And so, Miss Tracy, would you please share with us, and I will get this slide deck up and ready, and we'll go from there. Okay, so it's all you.
Okay. Hey, thanks for having me. So I'm the third daughter. I'm Tracy number 2. No, actually, Tracy and I went to school together. And so it's an honor to be in the family, even though I'm not in the family, but I'm in Partner Co. We're all family. So it's pretty amazing to be on this journey with everybody. And it's exciting to just gather us together to be able to share and everything. So quickly, my background was shortly after Ashley started, she was making posts, and I actually come in under Ashley and Joshua. Well, actually Ashley, because Joshua didn't even have a Facebook at the time. So anyway, I started seeing her posts, and I was like, it wasn't weight loss. What I was really wanting was more energy, and also to be able to sleep through the night. It had been years since I had slept through the night. And I just kept watching her. And, just because, each one on here, and I want to say Tracy and Lindsay and Joshua and Ashley as well, there are people that are in your life that have influence, just as you have influence over the people in your Facebook. And so I kept watching, and I thought, well, if Ashley's doing this, I don't know, I think maybe I could try it, so I kept watching. So I did meet them at Texas Roadhouse. That's where Josh got his busted can of biscuits. That's where he got it from. But anyway, so I was on the drops for about a week or two. I didn't lose any weight because I was still eating. I eat good at home, and I can eat good, like if I go to Fresh Twist or something like that. But for me, I have grandkids, so I would eat at McDonald's sometimes. So I wasn't always eating clean. So I didn't lose weight, but I did lose 4 inches the first week and a half. But what I noticed in about 10 days, I was sleeping better and I had more energy. And I like to play pickleball in the morning. So I was playing pickleball for 3 hours. And before that, I was taking a 2-hour nap to make my day get through it. But then I was playing pickleball for 3 hours doing other stuff and then not taking a nap. So I was like, okay, this is the real deal. Something's going on here and my life is changing. So I jumped on board. I've done multi-level marketing. This is the 4th company I've been in as Ashley said, this was not on my radar though, because I was probably done with it because as well, my husband and I are in ministry too. And I was just, done with doing anything like that. So I kind of like picked up jobs here and there. And we also have an Airbnb business, but I wasn't looking. So shortly after, I started, and within the first, I started posting right away. And at that time I ordered a 10-pack. It was gone before I even got it in. And the rest is history. It just took off, and it was only just by posting and allowing people to see the passion that I had and the passion that those around, just like Lindsay and Tracy and Joshua and Ashley. If you see a passion here, it's the real deal, because we've all experienced such transformational changes. So I've lost 27 pounds in 26 inches. I sleep better. I have more energy. And I want to say this, I lost that weight from April, the beginning of April, till I want to say the end of June, 1st of July, I forget exactly, but I've had it off since then. I've not put it back on. And I want to just, I'm excited about that, because even over Christmas, I put on like about 1.5 pounds. And it's not like I'm trying to beat myself up or anything like that. This is a transformed life. If I feel like I'm eating bad, I need to get back on. Sometimes you do that. So that's what I love about the drops and about all the products as well. So I want to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and share ways that you can get the drops, because you've heard all about the drops. Now I want to share with you, first of all, how you can actually save money on the drops. So what we have is a one-time fee of $30, $29.95. You can actually have a website. You can shop and share. You also have a back office that you can use, loyalty shopping, lifestyle rewards, and compensation for sharing. Also, with bulk pricing, I think, when you buy in bulk, you're going to save a lot of money. We're going to share that with you right in the next slide. Okay, so shop smart. It says use one, share three, or use three, share one. This is called a lifeboat, and that is, it's 4 bottles, or well, actually 4 boxes of drops. There, it's 2 in each one, just so I didn't make myself, or I did make myself clear. You would buy 3 and get 1 for free. So a couple things that you could do with this, we want to pass along the savings. So a couple things you could do is we shared with you, I believe a couple did, that it's going to take longer than like 30, 60. It could take 90 days or so. And I want to say, when we say that, because I'm 61 and I'm Tracy's daughter, I'm 61, and it didn't take me 30 days to get that whacked out of shape. And so it's not going to take 30 days just to get you back or get your hormones balanced. So if you make that a reality, it's very helpful. So the buy 3, get 1 free is when you buy the 3, you get 1 free. You could use that for yourself, but perhaps, finances might be a problem for you, or that's just not in your budget. We totally understand that. And that's why we're here to help you. Because what you can do is you can buy the 4, but what you do is share it with your friends. So what you do is you sell 3, and then that you get your box for free. So you can see that there's different options, and you can make money as well. So if you could go to the next slide, Josh. So we have what's called 7 days to profit. This started, and when we were even all starting out, this wasn't, it was there, but not how it is now. And it's amazing. A lot of times we can start into, if you're thinking, I'd like to make a little bit of money, but really I want my drops for free. There's 2 things that you could do. This 7 days to profit is very easy. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but you could make a quick $500 within the 7 days. What you do is you will download an app that we call Boards, and all the posting that you see us do is all done on there. So all we do is very easy as a business model is to just copy and paste. The pictures that you see when we answer you, it's done for us. We don't have to do it. So you could do that as well. And on average, most people within 7 days will sell about 10 boxes. Now I know Tracy, she sold probably what, 30 boxes in the first 7 days, or maybe even more than that. I'm sure. I don't remember what, I think I sold about 10. I don't know. I can't remember, but bottom line is the average is about 10. Some people sell even more. So if this is something that you would, like to save money on, or if you would like to actually make money. So not only can we save money, there is a great amount of money to be made with these drops because obviously they work. That's why the money is there. And that's why you can save money when something works and the benefits are real and they're beneficial to everyone around you. Now, you probably hear some people that might not have been beneficial, but there's reasons why, probably because, people they want to eat like I did the first 2 weeks. I was still eating McDonald's and fries and, drinking what's it, the Wendy's Frosty or something. I could slurp one of them down in a heartbeat. But the thing is, it works. And so that's why you're going to make profit, because people want something that works and it's not just a fly by night thing. We're here to stay. It's not going to be gone. So 7 days to profit to the person who you were invited on by, get back to them and they can set you up with that if that's what you're interested in. Okay, you can go to the next one. Okay. All right, there you go. There's Tracy. There's the two Tracys right there. There's Tracy number 1 and Tracy number 2 there. Quick story about mine. For 10 years of my marriage, I had a bikini sitting on my door, and my testimony is this. I'll make you laugh or make you cry, one or the other. But for 10 years, I had a bikini and it was sitting on my door, and I said, someday I'm going to wear this bikini. Well, after about 10 years, I got rid of it. I took it to the thrift store because I thought I'd never wear the bikini again. So after I lost my weight, and it was probably about 2 months after I lost it and kept it off, my husband and I were at this new boutique and we found this pink bikini. And my husband's going, oh, he goes, I like that. I think you should try it on. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. That was a dream all those years ago. And it was a joke because it was like probably 15, 20 years ago when I was a lot younger. And so I said, oh, I'll try it on. So I tried it on, right? Now, y'all know my husband. He's the man. He's amazing. He looked and he goes, ooh, la, ooh la la. I was like, all right, I'm buying this. So, but I want to just say, I never thought that I would have such a change in my life because I wanted it and I gave up on it because I just never felt good, about my body, because I would always have that. If you look at my belly in that picture, it was just so much visceral fat and so much, busted. I can't even say it, can of biscuits right there. So anyway, if you could go to the next slide, I want to just share some more on how you can actually make money. Now, I want to start off with the 4-pack. The 4-pack is $371. Now, you would add the $29.95 so you can see the major savings that you're going to have. You can earn as much as you want, or I'm going to say as little. You start off with a 4-pack. Once again, that is for a savings. Usually for a business, we start off with a 10-pack or a 30-pack. Now, if you look at the 10-pack, it's $90 a box. We actually sell the boxes for right around $150 to $160. And the thing is, there's profit to be made of $500 to $700. Now you're saying, and if I would ask Tracy and Lindsay and Josh and Ashley how many boxes they've sold, if we added up all the boxes that we've sold and we made, if we're going to make $50, $60, $70 on, you're talking thousands of dollars, because I'm sure all of us have sold well over 1,000 bottles of drops. And so you can see the margin and the money that you can make. So I want to go to the 30-pack. The 30-pack costs $2,300. When I came in, the 30-pack wasn't available, but I had someone on here, Stephanie, I know she's on here. She ordered a 30-pack and got 3 10-packs. And then they decided that they were going to make it a better deal. So you get a 30-pack for $2,300. If you're serious and you're thinking, I want to start a business and I really want to grow my business, let me just tell you this. When you buy a 30 pack, when you purchase that 30 pack, first of all, you can do this. Let me jump back. You can do the 7 days to success or 7 days to profit. You can start doing that and you can pre-order. Once you sell 15, the 30 pack is already paid for. When you sell number 16, you're making total profit. So if you're business minded, you want to go with the 30 pack. Okay. If you're kind of like, okay, I don't really have the money and that's okay. Let's get you on the 7 days to profit because you already sell 10 and you only need 5 more sold. Now, how many did you sell, Lindsay, in your first week? Uh-oh, unmute. Unmute, babe.
I sold 30 boxes in my first week.
See, go ahead, girl. Tracy, how many did you do?
30.
Okay, Josh, Ashley. How many did you guys sell? You're muted.
Sorry, it's the only way I had to do it. I had to get out of there. We sold
sorry.
30 our first week.
Okay. See, I didn't. I only sold about 10 because I don't know why. You guys are just really good. But the thing is, the 30 pack will go very quickly. Okay. If you're doing your posting at 9 and 3, it'll move very quickly. Okay. So if you're looking on there, what's the best thing for you? The person who invited you on here, okay, can go over this with you, or any of us can do a call with you to explain it to you even better. But the bottom line is when you're paying $77 a box at a 30 pack, you maximize in our comp plan. I'm not going to go into every way, but there are 8 ways that you can make money in our company. And as you just heard, the 5 of us have all earned a free trip to Punta Cana. And we're all going in the end of April. And that is what the one of the benefits of it. Not only do we make the money, the $50, $50 to $70 for each box that we sell retail, then we go even further. So I'm not going to go into the whole comp plan. I'll just kind of whet your appetite a little bit. And you could ask the person who asked you on here to go into more detail of that. So if you do have, I think that's the end of that, right, Josh? I hope I didn't forget anything.
Yep, you're good.
Okay, so I'm just going to go over briefly, and that is we have a plan that it's called February Rev Up. Okay, now I can't even get it out. Help me out, somebody. Fast throttle or
Full throttle February.
Full throttle.
Thank you. Did you ever have your tongue tied when you get on here? Here I am. So imagine that. But it's full throttle February. And that is, if you decide that you want to come in the business and you want to join us, we're going to help you because there's extra bonuses to be made. When you bring a couple of your friends alongside with you, then you can actually get $100 bonus. You can, if you get 4 people, you can get up to a $500 bonus, bringing 12 of your friends in. And some of you might say, well, 12 of my friends, well, you know what? They might want a 4-pack like you do so that they can balance their hormones and use them for 90 days as well. Or if you're looking to do business, this is a great way to get your business started to make a quick $500 in your first month of business. So you've heard testimonies, you've heard, Josh and Ashley, you've heard all of our stories. We're here to love on you, to encourage you, to strengthen you, whatever you're needing. Okay, we are here to support. Our team is called Stronger Together. We're here to lock arms. And so if it's money that you want to make, or if you just want to try the drops, listen to, again to this, you can, it's going to be recorded. I'm going to let Josh do all this. I'm sorry, but you can, listen to the recording, listen to the testimonies. The drops in this business are the real deal. It's the 4th business I've been in. It's the easiest business, and I've made the most money in 9 months than I've made in 3 other companies. So I want to just wish you well, and Josh and Ashley and Tracy and Ashley, or to us. Tracy and Lindsay, I'm sorry, I kept calling you Ashley all last week, didn't I? But I'm just proud to be on a team with such an amazing family. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Tracy. Thank you so much. So guys, that's it. I mean, that's in a little over an hour, you were able to kind of get a quick run through the company, through these drops, through the products. And so we are going to go ahead and I'm going to stop the recording.